Welcome to another episode of the Same Cast, Different Day podcast. I'm Martel Rowland, and finally making her return back is Tina Marie.
Hey guys, hey guys.
So right now we're practicing our social distancing. Tina is at home, sadly, and I'm here all alone, recording by myself.
And you're awesome.
Because
It's alright.
I miss the interaction when we both in the same spot recording. It's so much better.
I know. It'll be back. We'll make our comeback.
Right. But before we get things started, I want to send a special shout out to Milwaukee's Best Music Group for providing us with the theme song for Same Cast Different Day podcast. So thank you, Milwaukee's Best Music Group, for that.
Whoop, whoop.
So to get things started, we want to talk about life under stay at home rules. Although that hasn't really applied for me and Tina per se.
Nope. Unfortunately, we both have to. We're essential employees, so we both go to work on a regular basis and be slaving our lives away.
I know, I've been telling people that I've been trying to, even with the whole stay at home thing, I've been trying to make make myself seem like make life seem as normal as possible, and it's been hard.
It's been hard for you.
It's been real hard. Like it's been times where I just want to go out and have a drink, and then realize I can't go out and have a drink, so then I get mad.
Oh my goodness.
Or, or like how I wanted to do friend time and go to Walmart and meet in the wine aisle. You know what's crazy? Even Mary agreed to meet in the aisle. She said we can just drink the wine. Don't even bring our own wine. We could just drink the wine out the wine aisle at Walmart.
Yeah, so I was the only person with some voice of responsibility in that whole shenanigans there. I don't know. I was just walking into that. I don't even know where that came from.
because I had wanted to, because I had wanted to do friend time so bad and couldn't do it. Oh well, we couldn't go nowhere.
So
The only
we was
place I
just
thought of
gonna
was
meet up.
Walmart.
We was just gonna meet up at Walmart and just drink wine in wine aisle
Yeah.
off their channel.
Yes.
So who was on the other side of jail if we all was in jail?
You got the 30-year-old.
What? Okay, first of all.
I'm just saying, you got the 30-year-old.
So, first of all, I don't know if they know or not, the quote unquote 30-year-old is my 15-year-old son.
30.
Who Martell Rowland feels like he's a 30-year-old because he sounds like he's 30 years old.
Because he is 30. And
So
we need
I'm not going to put that type of responsibility on my 15-year-old. See, this is why I have to be the voice of responsibility out the group. Y'all really was going to send us for a wild loop going into Walmart out of all places. Come on now. Come on.
I mean,
I don't even,
I'm just saying.
I don't even go to Walmart. I can't deal with the level of ignorance sometimes, how I come in contact with people there. I can't do it.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, eventually we got to get this driving thing down packed with him so that way when I can't drive home because I'm drunk, he can come get us.
Oh my goodness. You know what? See, no, he's not going to be the designated driver either. Like, no.
We got to think of something. Because even during the whole stay at home thing, I don't know, I still want to send another message to La Fuente. He's like, please just let us drink a pitcher of margaritas outside the restaurant or something.
He said, let me go sit outside underneath the umbrella by myself.
Just, just leave a pitcher of margaritas out there for me. Although I did go out I went to El Fuegos and got a cup of margaritas from them, and it wasn't so bad. They give you the little margarita mix, and they put you a little shot of tequila on the side, and you just pour it in your cup once you get home, and it was actually pretty good.
Oh, that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. So I can say I have been amazed at how a lot of businesses have changed the way they operate to be able to still operate underneath the whole safer at home thing. It's just kudos to them and their level of creativity to it is that they want.
I don't give kudos to those people who has to been have businesses that wants to reopen completely and don't know how to keep people safe from catching the coronavirus. I don't give them kudos at all. The people.
Yeah, it was one guy in particular who was very adamant about reopening. I guess he has a set of restaurants in different um, locations around Milwaukee County, and I believe, once the governor had extended it to the end of May, he became
Praise
a
the Lord.
little irate. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't hear this story.
Yeah. So he became a little irate, and it was just like making declarations that he was going to open back up on the 1st of May, and he felt like that he could do it safely, and they were going to put measures into place where everybody was going to remain safe and so on and so forth. And like shortly after that, I was reading an article in the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel where they had dug up basically some dirt on some pending charges against him.
Wow.
That have been put on hold because how the court system is going right now.
Right.
So, but then probably about earlier this past week, I read another article stating that he decided not to open his restaurant, and that was because the district attorney could not guarantee that he basically wouldn't be forfeiting his licenses and stuff for his places of businesses. And I'm just like, duh. Like, I don't know why people feel like that they're above the law. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know why people feel like that the whole safer at home order is, like, why they're taking it so personally. Like, this is put into place to help the masses of people. It's not specifically a shot against you or that they're trying to take away your livelihood. Like, you're not the only one affected.
Or your rights.
Right. It's a ton of people that are out of work, that have small businesses that still are standing firm that they're going to be safer at home. Like I said, we have a lot of businesses that have come up with ingenious ideas that are continuing to serve their clientele in creative ways. And I don't understand why these people can't do the same thing, but instead they want to put together these large protests. And I'm just over it. And me being a nurse, even though I don't work in a hospital, and right now, I'm like very fortunate that I don't have to work in a hospital, because that within itself would be overwhelming, and just to see people just to me behaving ignorantly and being selfish, it probably would really grind my gears.
Right.
My patience isn't the best, so I don't know how I would handle a situation like that.
Like I said, the hospital setting at first when this whole thing hit the hospital, that being in the hospital, it was crazy. It was nothing like everything was being planned at the last minute, and it was just chaos at first. But now, and everything is under control. It's a lot more better being in a hospital setting now that it's not like, I feel like the TV lied a lot about the coronavirus, how serious it is in the state of Wisconsin. Like, it's serious, but they try to make it seem like we're at the point where we're like New York serious. Like how they was turning State Fair into a hospital. I'm like, the hospital I work at is pretty quiet.
So this is the thing. So for one, New York has the largest amount of confirmed cases out of any country in the world. Just New York by any country, not just any state, any country in the world. And then number two, the ideal is not to overwhelm your hospital. So that's why they put the safer at home in place, so that you wouldn't become a New York and have like have to resort to using Safe Fair, or I know after I used to work at UWM, and after they cleaned out the residence hall, that was somewhere else that the National Guard was looking to put people
Mhm.
that were recovering just in case they needed it. So they were preparing ahead of time, which is a great thing. But because we put the Safer at Home Act in place and then extended it, it allowed the healthcare system
Mhm.
to manage, what we got going on now.
That is true.
So I'm really happy that, to hear that it's quiet there. That's what we want. You don't want a large amount of chaos, which was happening at first,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
So,
like I said, if things has quiet down. Like I said, we still have COVID-19 positive patients there, but like it's not as crazy as it was at first. Like some units that was converted into a COVID-19 floors, one of the ICUs is no longer a COVID-19 floor because we're
okay.
seeing a drop in numbers, and that's due to the stay-at-home thing. But then at the same time, now that it's getting warmer and we have all these protesters that's been out and some of these businesses still operating, even though they're not supposed to be operating, we're still seeing that increase in numbers. I believe this week, like earlier this week or the end of last week, I think because of the protesting and everything going on, we had saw almost a rise in 2,000 positive COVID-19 cases here in Wisconsin, and bringing our
Yep,
total. I believe we're almost at 8 to 9,000 cases here with
that's correct.
I think with 3,000 recovering and almost 400 passing away.
That's that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
I
That's
can
crazy.
I can see for some people, like some people who can operate and do it safely and open and be able to operate the business, I'm all for it. But if some of these people are going to be lazy about the whole situation and just open it up and just trying to operate as normal, those are people who need to remain closed, in my personal opinion.
Yes, I agree with you. And you know, it's going to take a large amount of cleaning and disinfecting on a regular basis, like once every hour, wiping down
Mm-hmm.
all hard surfaces and things like that. Um, and I feel like some businesses already couldn't commit to just a
Mm-hmm.
once daily cleaning.
I mean, cause like for me, I think like what you saying, like how wipe down the surfaces and stuff. I was like, if nail shops and like hair salon was to reopen, it should be no waiting area. Like you show up 5 minutes before your appointment to get in, and that allow that person or whoever that person who's going to be you're going to go see in them time to wipe down their station or whatever and sanitize everything before you come in. So like only people who should be in the salon is the people who's doing the hair or the nails or getting them or receiving them services. Nobody in the waiting room, nothing like that. That's how I think it should be.
so, so that's a good idea. So I work in a plasma donation center, and what we're doing right now is we have people come to the door. You get your temperature taken at the door. We take down your name, your number, and then we have you sit in the car, and we call you to come in when there's an open bed for you to go on. So there is no waiting. You come straight in. You
Hmm.
sanitize your hands at the door. You have your temperature taken again. You go to the bathroom and wash your hands. Then you go straight to, we have kiosks where the donors have to answer a set of questions before every donation. Then they go straight into the screening booth, get screened, and go straight to the bed. And then that allows us to sanitize behind them as they're going through the process.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think that's, I think that was pretty cool how they came up with that. Now, if other businesses do the same thing, like you said, a hair or nail salon, barbershop, things like that, it would be cool. You can operate safely, but that's the thing. You have to stay dedicated to that cause. Now, for us, it's not as hard to keep up with something like that because we work around blood products already.
Right.
We already have to stay clean like that. So, yeah, I think it can be done, and I really feel like once we start to slowly reopen the state, that certain measures like that should be required. And if they deviate from it, then, they should start to issue fines that can lead up to the establishment being shut down again.
I totally agree with that.
Get their life right.
Y'all got a better process than we do, because all they do is have somebody sitting that's interested. It's like, "How are you experiencing any of these symptoms?" All you gotta do is say no. Like, they be like, "Okay," and then you just walk about your day.
And see, that's crazy because it's a lot of people that are asymptomatic, but the way that because we screen you, so every time you come in to donate, even before this, we screened you. We did a set of vitals on you before you even go to the bed, and we're FDA regulated because it's we make medications out of the plasma, so the FDA has strict sets of rules that the temperature can't be no lower than this, no higher than this, your pulse, your blood pressure, everything. We even prick your finger to check your blood before you even go back there. So I feel like that is what kind of saves our employees from getting sick and the rest of our donors from getting sick. So we haven't had anybody that I know of come in and say they have tested positive. Haven't seen a large amount of people coming in with high temperatures, haven't experienced any dry cough. Like, no, even before this had cold, before the pandemic, we turned you away.
Right. Yeah. So y'all got stuff. I said y'all got stuff way better than us. Like when I had went over to the other hospital, so I had to go make a delivery over there. They took my temperature and almost didn't let me through because my temperature was like a 93 point something.
Okay.
It was like,
yeah,
well,
our cutoff is 100.4.
100.4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that right there is
it's a little high.
What we consider to be an actual fever. So like not anything 99 in that area is like a low grade fever, but it could indicate any number of things.
Right.
So
I'm happy y'all taking them precautions. Although, since we don't let visitors into the hospital no more, well, only way they let visitors in unless it's for end of life situation.
okay.
And even at that time, they only allow 2 people to come. And after a major surgery, like a heart transplant or like a brain aneurysm, they went in and tried to cut out the stuff. They let somebody come in, but they only let them come in for an hour, and after that they have to leave.
Okay.
So, and then for the people who just
at least they're allowing their loved ones to see.
right, and then for the ones who like just can't have visitors at all, they purchase tablets, so now they can do FaceTime or video chats from their hospital room. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
That's it.
Now, with that being said, I have seen an increase in people creating their own masks to wear because as everybody know, we had a shortage in PPE. That's personal protective equipment in every hospital healthcare setting. So now people are starting to wear their own masks. Now, me being a nurse, it's my job to educate people on different aspects. So I went on the CDC website, and they have constructed some, I feel like it's pretty good, useful info about carrying and wearing these cloth masks that people have on now. So I just want to go through a few things really quick. Now, wearing a cloth mask is not a replacement for social distancing or washing your hands. So we want to remind everybody to please 6 feet or further apart and washing your hands with soap and water or alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Now, non-PPE face masks protect others from you. It does not protect you from people that are positive COVID-19, okay? A lot of people don't understand that. They want to wear the mask because they feel like that it will protect them from getting sick. That is not the case. It's going to protect other people around you from any possible symptoms that you have that you may not know that you have, okay? So the general use for these cloth masks, the CDC suggests that the use of cloth masks in public settings where social distancing measures are difficult, like i.e. where you are less than 6 feet from other people. So they want you to wear them in those instances so you don't get everybody else sick. Now, reusable cloth face masks are not intended as PPE for direct patient care or when providing care for a COVID-19 patient. So people should still be wearing the surgical mask and the N95 mask. Now, I've been seeing people in the hospital where they have the face shield, the N95 mask, and then they have a mask on top of that. Okay? So, now, with that being said, you have to properly put these things on, okay? I've seen a lot of people wearing masks incorrectly. So, you always want to clean your hands first, okay? Then you always want to make sure that your mask doesn't have any holes or rips. You always handle your mask by the ties or the ear loops. Do not touch the part that it goes on your face, okay? Always remember which side is the front of the mask.
I hate when people wear inside out. That bothers me so much.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And when you try to tell them they got it on wrong, they get mad, but you know, hey.
True.
So you always want to place the mask on your face. The ones that look like surgical masks are going to have a little metal, like strip where the nose is supposed to go. So you kind of like pinch it and flatten it out, and it holds it in place around your nose.
I hate when people don't pinch it either.
Yeah, it's just loose, right? So then after that, you place the loops around your ears or the tie at the back of your head, and then, or tie the top tie high on the back of your head and the bottom securely at the base of your neck, okay? So after that, you make sure that the mask covers your nose and mouth with the bottom edge of your chin. Don't just put it on your mouth. You have to cover everything from your eyes to the bottom of your eye to the bottom of your chin, okay? Or it's not working. And make sure it fits correctly. Don't get a small mask if you got a big face. Don't get a big mask if you got a small face. It's not going to work, okay? Now, while wearing a cloth mask, avoid touching the mask. Do not move it on or off your face, chin, neck, or forehead. So when people walk around with these masks and they pull them down and have them down at the bottom of their chins and then pull them back up, no, don't do that, okay? Every time you touch in the front of your mask, you have to clean your hands again, okay? Got it. It's a must, or you just spreading things around. Now, when you get ready to take it off and store it, you always clean your hands first. Don't touch the front of the mask. You always take it off by the tie strings or the loops that go around your ears, okay? After you take them off, while you're still holding the ear loops or the ties, you put it in a clean paper bag. You wash your hands again, and you put the paper bag with the mask up, okay? So, sanitizing. Yes, you have to wash these. Wash it every day after use, okay? Clean the mask in a washing machine using your normal detergent in hot water, then tumble dry on low, okay? You can also wash the mask wearing dish gloves using your normal detergent or a mild soap in hot water. Once washed, hang dry if a dryer is not available. So I felt like that was some interesting stuff. We can stay protected if people just follow simple directions. I know a lot of people don't have access to being educated properly. So I do, even though people get mad at me and I tell them they wearing stuff wrong. You can get mad at me if you want to. You know, maybe word of mouth, you'll see somebody else that's not wearing it correctly and you tell them that it's not correct and teach them. Okay? Each one, teach one.
All right. Oh, just like because it be bothering me too. I'm looking at people wearing a mask. Like, you got all this stuff in public to go out here and to shop, and you don't even wear the mask correctly.
Not at all.
Although I'm one
Not
of
at
those
all.
people, I don't wear a mask at all when I go out in public.
I don't either. I don't either.
Cause
And I mean, that's just my own personal choice.
right, and
You know?
for me, it's just the fact that I'm at work a lot. So
Yeah.
when I'm at work, I gotta wear a mask the whole entire time I'm at work. So like I saw this meme on Facebook and they talking about like when like healthcare workers and stuff, they finally get off of work and they can take that mask off and they have an orgasm. That's what I be
Yeah.
having at the end of my shit. Like people don't understand the relief of taking that thing off. So then when I leave work, I'm not putting on no mask. So like I'm sorry,
Right.
y'all need to protect yourself. For me, y'all got on y'all mask. That's cool. Stay over there. You know what? I'm happy. Just don't sneeze on me, and I am perfectly happy. I don't need to have on no mask. I'm happy.
Thank you. There's a lot of people say where they'll look at me crazy, like I'm the odd one for not wearing a mask. I
Right.
mean, it's not too many places I go anyway because I be so tired. So I go to work and I come home. Um, like we were discussing earlier, I'm a little bit bougie and I have my groceries delivered. So,
I still like going to the grocery store.
I never liked going to the grocery store, and a little FYI, I didn't
What?
like, I didn't, I,
That's
one of
probably
my
because
groceries was
you
never
grocery
prior
shop.
to the
You
pandemic.
grocery shop on the north side. I grocery shop on the south side. So my experience is a lot more pleasant.
It is. You know, it's just, I guess it's just my time and my dedication. I love to eat, but I hate the grocery shop.
I always tell people like I hate shopping on the north side of town. Not only that, but the prices are outrageous and the wait times in the stores are ridiculous.
That's true. That's true. That is true. But, so, but you won't see me out in public much anyway, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been nowhere lately. Now that I think about it, I went last time I went to the grocery store was like 2 weeks ago. Other than that, I haven't been nowhere.
And see, I think I only go to the gas station like once every 2 weeks. Also, like I don't even really go to the gas station. Like I just go like, oh, okay, I ain't went in 2 weeks, even though I'm not running out of gas. Let me go put some more gas in here.
I go when I remember. or it just get to that point where I just like have to go because I hate going to the gas station and buying gas. So
Yeah.
so they even baby bop will be at work fussing and be like, dude, just go buy some gas. Like, no, I don't feel like stopping. I just want to go
I feel like,
home.
yeah,
Like my
you
thing,
ready to go home? You ready to go
right?
home?
Like my thing still says I have 49 miles till I run out of gas. So I am going to work this 49 miles
I'm done with you, dude.
because I hate it so much. Alrighty,
You hate shopping just as much as I hate going to the grocery store. So there we go.
yeah, and I don't be like touching the gas pumps either.
See,
But
yeah, that's true.
but
That's
I'm
true.
I'm
They
bougie
was
now.
nasty before this.
I'm bougie now. Pay at the pump though.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I've not been inside of a gas station in so long.
Dude, I don't even know what's inside of a gas.
I don't. Oh god. Alrighty, we're gonna wrap up this episode. I want to thank all you guys for listening to this episode of Same Cast Different Day Podcasting. Just a reminder to please subscribe and make sure you leave us a rating because that helps us get the podcast out there and it just helps the podcast out. So far on Apple Podcasts we have a 5-star rating so far.
Okay.
And right, yay! And we are available now on iHeartRadio for all the iHeartRadio users out there. So don't forget you can follow the podcast on the Facebook, which is Same Cast Different Day Podcast. You can follow it on Twitter and Instagram at SCDD Podcast, and you can follow me, Martel Rowland, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Martel Rowland.
Oh, that sounds so easy. I'm on Facebook at Tina Marie Haslett, And I'm also on Instagram and Twitter at __TINAAMARIE.
Wait, I thought you was under Nurse Bay was one of them. I told everybody Nurse Bay when I was on the other podcast doing the interview.
So my handle is those two names, but on like the name of it, you know, like you can change your name.
Yeah, right.
Still the same as a Nurse Bay.
Right. Okay. I had to see him.
They'll figure it out.
Right. All right. So thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys on the next episode.